Welcome back to center court, Wimbledon. Pete Sampras with a set lead, winning the tiebreak. And here's our Diet Pepsi recap of the first set. Both men 60% up on their first serves, and they've been almost unbeatable with the first serve in. A +7 winners for Sampras. One more forced error by Becker.
7 sets.
Well, obviously these graphics don't show very much in terms of difference, and it really was a very close set. I think the difference is where Bud pointed out earlier. Pete got a few more returns back in play, just put a little bit more pressure on Boris. Boris didn't really have much of a chance to break Pete in that first set.
Becker still unbroken. Over 40 service games. He lost 2 sets to Michael Stake, but both of those were in tie breaks in the quarterfinals.
Did save 9 break points, however, in that match.
That's right. Stake was 0 for 9. Five aces, Becker. Yeah, you figured there wouldn't be a lot of rallies. 20 of 81 points now have lasted. That's serve, return, volley, 3 strokes or less. 25% of the points have been more than 3 shots.
16 of those 20 were probably 4 shots. It was 1 more pass.
And here Becker with a ace and a service winner.
That's really what made the Andre Agassi-Pete Sampras match so exciting.
I love that return.
You like that chip
return?
return?
Oh, I do. That was Dick Gould's middle name, wasn't it? Chip in charge.
Dick Gould, a great coach from Stanford University, coached me the year I played there. Boris pulled up just a little bit too much, caused it to go long. Here's your fame. Well, that looked like you came over that
one. A little bit more, yeah, but.
Did you think about going to any other schools other than Stanford? Was that your choice all along?
Stanford was my parents' first choice. And
oh, enough said.
That's the end of that, right?
Yeah, speaking of Stanford, their fine left-handed tennis wizard Bill Walsh, I'm sure, watching through the weekend, getting ready for his Stanford football season. Loves this game. Loves Wimbledon.
Well, as an ex-Cardinal, I was so happy to see him come back to coach there. As much as I know NBC was upset that he had to leave.
Seems to be the pattern with us.
Bill Parcells really digging himself a hole to go to the Patriots now.
You're happy to see him coaching the Foxborough Patriots.
Mike Fratello, Quinn Buckner. Should I go on? Where are you headed? We'll be right back.
I'll be here.
Welcome back. Boris Becker had his eyes on Sampras, and he was in tune with the Sampras injury. His thoughts?
Pete is not serving as hard as Michael, but he can really serve well. I saw that he had some trouble with his shoulder, and I hope that he still has it on Friday, even though I don't mean bad. But no, he's an excellent serve volley player.
And we've seen evidence of that. How can you not like Boris Becker?
He's a very likable guy. What I've found a little bit unusual, he hasn't spent much time around the locker rooms now. Seems to be keeping his distance from the players. I don't know if that's deliberate or not. Used to hang around the locker room, talk to the players a lot more. Recently seems to be keeping to himself.
Sampras lost a total of only 7 points against his serve in that first set.
Boris also doesn't want to make the same mistake that Andre Agassi made. He talked about Richard Krajicek in saying that Pete Sampras wasn't as big a server.
There's a rare return winner.
Pete Sampras trying to serve the ball up the middle, took a little bit off. It usually hits that ball flat. Boris Becker cut off the angle, just met the ball up the line. You see him move at an angle there to cut off that serve. Whereas there, he didn't really have time to do that. These are all very split-second decisions. But you always want to try to be moving forward when you hit the return.
Oh!
Missed it wide. Both players showing excellent touch again. That's just muscle return by Boris Becker. Pete Sampras could have hit that a little bit better, but it was good drop volley. Just missed that overhead wide. Sort of a mini Jimmy Connors overhead there.
Foot fault. We haven't heard that in the tournament.
And it's not Stefan Edberg playing.
For Sampras. Ooh.
And that might have planted a little seed, and the double fault gives Becker a chance to break.
That was very surprising, Dick. You don't hear that much with Pete Sampras. I think he should have taken a little bit more time and regrouped there. He didn't want to say anything. He wanted to keep his cool, but he rushed it just a little bit.
Juice.
Oh, that's so overpowering that Becker hit it one hop to the net.
Pete Sampras' feet as he prepares to serve. Skids into the court.
He was just careless, I guess, in lining himself up because he never foot faults.
Or could it be that maybe he didn't foot fault?
Oh, Chris Lum on the baseline. Called foot fault.
Advantage Sampras.
8 aces for Sampras.
Well, let's look at Boris Becker here. First reaction we've seen with him in quite a while. Pete Sampras hits a nice serve out wide, takes a little something off it. Well, we're not going to see it on this replay. Maybe next point. Started talking to himself for the first time.
Sampras, a brief scare on the football double fault to give Becker a chance to break, but he holds. It's 1-all.
Here we'll see the Boris Becker reaction.
Sampras with 8 aces to Becker's 5 now in the match.
Boris talks a surprising amount in English. I think when he says a bad word in English, it doesn't seem as bad to him as it might in German. And we're not going to repeat what he said, but the American audiences shouldn't be too worried. He doesn't mean it.
Love 15.
5 double faults. And 2 years ago, when he was berating himself every match, it was definitely in Deutsch.
Well, his fiancée, Barbara Feltis, is half American, half German, so she may have taught him a couple pleasantries.
But it wasn't profane. Yeah, the German he was using. At that point, anyway.
Was just negative.
Yep. Very negative.
See Barbara Feltis, very into the match.
And Delana Mulcahy. Ooh.
Oh, he rolled that backhand again for low 30.
Second time we've seen this in this match. Pete using his strength to muscle that ball over. Look at this excellent cross-court pass. Good preparation, heavy topspin. A new shot in the Sampras arsenal. Maybe Barr should have dove for that. It's about time to throw that body around a little bit.
He's missed every first serve in this game.
Oh, my. That wasn't even close. For low 40. So in his 43rd service game without a break, now he's going to have to dig deep.
This is really surprising. I mean, we see here 0 for 1 for both players. 30 all. He got a break the previous game when Pete Sampras was called for a foot fault. Pete Sampras hit a big serve at 30-40. Boris didn't really have much of a chance on it, but he seems to have gotten affected by it.
And now he appeals.
Very close call, but the machine called it out. They're playing the machine at this time.
And another double fault. So a love break game for Sampras, who leads by a set and is now up 2-1 in the second.
2 games to 1. Second set by 1 set.
Pete Sampras attending to that sore right shoulder between games, but nothing feels better than for a talented opponent like Becker to give you 3 double faults and an easy break to a 2-1 lead here in the second. New balls.
Surprising turn of events.
Oh, she...
Oh, late, huh?
Wayne McEwen in the chair confirms out, although the signal was good, the call was out.
Yeah, Anita Wombly got her signals mixed up.
15 love.
Well, as long as Sampras can serve up around 2 out of 3, and that's where he is, 64%, he'll be in good shape.
Terrific for a player like that.
You're not going to break him if he serves 2 out of 3 balls in.
30 love.
Now, 30 times he's put the first serve in, and he's only lost 3 points of those 30.
90% ratio is going to get the job done. They talk about how talented Andre Agassi is, but in my opinion, this guy is the most talented player out there. The all-court game has every stroke.
Classic.
It's this big serve that sets up the volley. Takes a little bit something off it again. Boris just muscling it back. Pete just meeting that volley beautifully.
Since he had that break point again, it's 10 straight points logged by Sampras.
You always want a volley with the ball out in front of you. Don't let it get behind you. Good illustration of how to hit a volley from the previous point.
4 double faults.